Okay, and can you hear me? We're good? That's why it's live, and we're live. Oh my God, there you are. Hey everybody, how you doing? I brought my stick on the road, baby. We are at Beaver Industrial Supply today. We're at their annual open house. Everybody's here, including my buddy Joe from Shaper. Chris, my buddy Joe from Shaper is here. And we got Jordan over here. He drove all the way from Indianapolis. We're in St. Louis, Missouri. So you probably are wondering, what's up with Thursday? That's when they have their annual open house. We're still good? Wow. Man, this is fun getting this up and running on the road. It's our first on the road, 2022. We got so much planned for on the road with Festool Live. And this was just a special event to do it on a Thursday. And what's the date? September 30th? Unbelievable how I can remember that stuff. Okay, everybody. We have in the house today, we have Chris Seibert, the unit here. He showed up. Back here, we have Garrett. He's on the board. Okay, over here we have Robert. He's writing down. We don't have a whiteboard today, but he's writing down all your names, so write them up. I'm going to make sure that he writes the right ones today. Tell us where you're from. We appreciate it. This is going to live on Instagram and Facebook afterwards. Of course, this is YouTube Live. Will you please subscribe to our channel? Hit the notification bell in case we have one of these occasions other than Friday at noon. So everybody on East Coast time, it's 12. Central, it's 11. So I'm all discombobulated, but I'm going to make this happen. All right, here we go. Today's talk. Oh, by the way, come by the Festool booth. We're giving away beanies. Today you don't need them, but we got the wool caps, or as we say in Canada, the toque. Good. All right. Hey, did we announce what our topic was online? Well, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's the CTs. Yes, we've done CTs before. We've done a couple of them. But this, hey, check out who that is. That's John. He's the big wig here at Beaver Industrial Supply. Go St. Louis Cardinals. All right, good. All right, cool. Okay. Hey, there he goes. That's the guy. All right. That's the guy. The man. All right. So, CTs. The top accessories. There's a lot in that catalog around the world. And we're going to go over some. Not all of them. I don't have 5 hours today. All right, but what we're going to do is we're going to start. Hey, have I gone through Bluetooth on seat? I'm going to show you how to hook up Bluetooth and how to sync it. It's really easy, and I'm going to show you how to sync it on the MIDI. So if you have a CT, and let me see if I can get this right. A CT 26, 36, 36 AC, CT 48, CT 48 AC, guess what? You probably have one of these right in front. Okay? So what you do is you take out the two 5mm hex cap screws right there. You pull this out, and this is a plug and play. That's a module, okay? It's an accessory, and it comes with this, a remote, okay? That remote comes with 2 straps, okay? The straps either go for the 27mm or the 36mm, but I'm going to show you how to sync it today. Now, if you have a Festool battery that says Bluetooth right here on it. Okay, it's simple. This is how you do it. I have this plugged in. I put it on auto. Okay, and I go like this. You see this little module here? I press it, and you're going to see it spin slow. Okay, and it comes on. All right? You might not be able to hear it. So what I'm going to do is you can sync one battery, one Bluetooth battery to each module. If you unplug it, you got to resync it. Now, here's the confusion on all of this. All right? I want to sync my remote now. And you see where it says manual? Okay? You got to hold this button. Oops. You got to put it on auto. You know what's really cool about being on the road and live? All these people show up to start watching. And it's really cool because you know what they can see? That I am a bonehead doing this. All right, good. All right, so when I hold this, I hold it a little bit longer. And you see how it's spinning wicked fast? And then I press this manual button like this. And now you can hear it. It syncs up. It is that simple. Okay? You can sync 5 of these to one module. Hope you know that. So that's the 27 millimeter hose. Over here, Chris, boy, that sun went in at the right time, didn't it? Absolutely, just like you. Okay, so if you have the new Mini and MIDI I, that's Craig, man. That's the man. That's Craig, baby. All right, so if we have a Mini and MIDI I, this is the new one. Watch this. I'm going to turn it on. Okay. And you see this right here? Watch this. I'm just going to go like this. See that? If it's just blinking slow like that, that's how you sync the battery. But what I'm going to do, this comes Bluetooth, what we call Bluetooth enabled. It doesn't come with the remote, so you got to go out and get a remote. But if you have Festool batteries, you can sync it with just one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off, and then I'm going to hold this button. You're going to see it's going to blink wicked quick. Then you can sync the remote. And as we say, capiche? Okay, good. Good. Oh, I'm reaching for that to turn it off. No, I'll turn it off there. Okay, so that's a great accessory. Now, there's another really cool accessory. Check this out. I got it right here. The Festool wet filter. So, I'm going to show you how to take your CT dust extractor. You can get them for the Mini and the MIDI. This is the one for the 26, 36, 36 AC, CT48, CT48 AC. One breath. Okay? This is what I call the Festool sponge. This used to be listed as what we call a foam breaker. And everybody would scratch their head. Thank God we call it a wet filter. So let me show you how the switch over goes. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to open it up. I'm going to look inside. So I'm going to switch this over to a wet vac. And it's a simple one. You just don't put water in here. Okay? You got to do a couple of things. One, take the bag out. Okay? And it's simple. You just pull this tab forward, you grab it like this, and you set it aside. Ooh, look, I'm staged up for another accessory in a minute. So if we look in here, check this out. Hopefully you can see this, Chris. Down here, they look like 2 teardrops. See that? And they're right below that port. Those are steel. Okay? When the water reaches that level, we call it level stop, it electronically sends a signal up through these nodes to these 2 tabs right here and shuts it off. Okay? It's not a bubble float, which can get clogged. It's an electronic water level stop. Woo! Say that 10 times fast. So, number 1, we take out the bag. Now, if you've ever used a wet vac, your bubble float may have stopped it. We'd stop it electronically again. But what happens is you got foam. That's why we call this the foam breaker or wet filter. And if I take this off like this, you never leave the HEPA filter in there. Okay, you pop it out. Oh, and look, it's the same size. Okay, and that breaks the foam from going up into the turbine. Okay, and that's how you set it up for a wet vac. You just put it in here like this and lock it in, and that breaks the foam from going into your turbine, which is right here, or the motor. So that's how that works. Good. Whew. Going good? Anybody watching? Okay, cool. Wow, man, that's pretty good for a Thursday. So let's reset this. I'm going to get my foam breaker out. I'm going to put this in. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Woo! Okay, there you go. Now, what I'm going to do is hopefully you've seen this. One of the things I want to always mention is your bag, whether for all the systems that we have, okay, is a consumable. I recently did a video on this, and a lot of people saying, "Oh, I just empty them." Well, guess what? You're defeating the purpose. Get a box of bags is what I'm trying to tell you. That's a great accessory, because when this fills up, and it will fill and fill till the machine basically shuts down because it heats up because you can't get any more dust in there. This will be a brick. You don't want to breathe it, so we have these things called blast gates that that you pull like this to shut it off so you don't breathe it when you throw it in the dumpster. Okay, what I like to do, because you're not going to remember this when you're going out on the job site, I like to store one right in the bottom. Okay, and we have bags for all the different sizes once again. And now, when I'm out on the job site and this fills out and I got to throw it out, guess what? I have one in the bottom ready to go. So there you go. So whenever I show somebody a dust extractor for the first time, say like at a show like this, I want to make sure I show them, hey, don't leave here. You're only going to get one bag with one of these things, CTs. Okay? So please get a box of bags. And it's an effective way. Don't breathe it. Now, you'll also look in the catalog. We have these things called long life bags. We have them for all the CTs. They look like this. Okay? They're a reusable bag. But when you're doing fine dust, okay, and this is ones for the new MIDI and MIDI-I. We have them for all of them. Okay, we'll look here, and it opens up, and you can empty it. Okay, but here's the situation. Let me just open this. Okay, this is an easy dump, if I can remember here. Just like this, and you see, you just empty it like this when you fill up. But here's the situation. I only recommend this for big chip producing machines like our HL850 planer. Okay, if I hook this up to a sander, you can, but be extremely careful when you're emptying this because you'll be breathing this. So I tell people, if you do a long life bag, these last basically forever. If you do that, be cautious. Now, look how small this is. This is 1 gallon. Where does this go? This goes in a CT sys. So here, instead of going through a lot of bags, yes, it has a plastic to empty it, but this is the long life bag for the CT sys. You can empty this. It's a Velcro strap. You can empty it off to the side, and this is a great accessory when you get a CT sys. Okay? To change the bag on a CT sys, I'll just open it up like this. You'll see it inside right here. You just open it like this, throw it away, or you can put a long life bag in here. It's only a 1 gallon, so you're going to fill these up pretty quick. That long life bag in this application, for me, makes a little more sense. So don't forget, CT sys, get a bag. Good. Okay, what's next? Woo! So, I was sitting on them. Let me put this back. So, you use the Festool system on the job site, in the shop, right? And if you look in the catalog, or you come to a showroom here at Beaver Industrial Supply, you're going to see all of these right here, these sustainers. And in these sustainers, if I can come down here, and Chris, we can get in here and look, okay? We call these cleaning kits. Almost everything is available separately. But a cleaning kit is a wonderful accessory because, of course, you're going to have that debris you don't capture. Say you got a planer or something else. Okay. Is the audio still going? Okay. So much for the remote, eh? Okay. We can't remember everything. Okay. So you can take this, and you got a wand here. And this plastic is extremely durable. You got a crevice tool, upholstery tool, and you get a sweep with these multiple heads, one for wet, with these squeegee, we used to call these squeegee lips, but they're these squeegee thingies, okay, and a bristle brush. So this is great to add on, but I packed one special one. Garrett insisted I pack this one, because this one is our tradesman kit, workshop kit, right? Yep. Okay, he's paying attention. Inside here, you get a wand, you get a sweep, you get a brush, you get all the stuff you're going to need, okay? But the hose you get in here is a 36 millimeter hose. Aha! And this is the last accessory I'm going to cover. Because, and this is why I think Festool is like the coolest system. How many times have you bought a piece of machinery, okay, for your shop, okay, and you want to hook it up to your dust system in your shop, and you scratch your head because you go, how am I going to hook that up? And you got to go, and it's a bunch of different accessories that you need. So you go to the Dust Extraction Center in the showroom, and you start measuring and marking, and you go, okay, I need this piece, and you go, I need that piece, and I need this piece. And guess what you end up using it eventually anyhow? Duct tape, right? So, this is what I want to point out. And I got it over here. Hopefully, It's still here. Okay, so here's the beauty. All our dust extractors, or the majority of our dust extractors, come with this hose. There's a couple that come with a 32 to 36. That's the new CT48 auto clean. The CT36 AC comes with our 36 millimeter hose for the Plane X. That's what you get for the Plane X. But this one comes with the majority of them. And if you look at this, okay, and you see a port like this, all right, this is what I think's Festool engineering at its best. The 27 millimeter comes with it and goes in, okay? Or if it's like a sander, it goes over the port. But when you see a port like this, you're going, wow, that's wicked cool, right? But then you go and you buy a 36 millimeter because you heard that the dust extraction, you get better flow. It's more vibrant flow. And you get the bigger chips. Move it back. So think this out. And that's why I showed you it came with this bigger kit. Because and then all of a sudden now you're thinking, oh, now I got to put adapter on and everything. No, this is the dust connection for the 1400. You remember 27 on the inside? Your 36 automatically goes on the outside. So you know what I tell people with Festool? No duct tape for you. Good. Okay. Whoa, it's hot here. Okay, next. So what's the difference between 27 and 36? Let me show you. This is a great accessory right here. This is called our turbo head. Okay, and I'm going to try to break it apart a little. I'll sit down here so I can do this for you. So, Chris, you can get in here. And when I do this, I'm just going to pull it apart so you can see inside just ever so slightly. Just like this. Whoopsie. This is a brand new one. It does snap out. Let me just get this. Pull the tab. See how that tab pulls back? Okay, good. So if you look in here, it's a turbine. All right? Okay. So what happens is I'm going to put the 27 millimeter in here, and I'll turn it on. Okay, so you guys can hear this. And Garrett, I'm going to look back at you to see if you can hear this. Okay? So what happens is when I pull it across, look, you see this? You can hear it, right? Can you hear that? Okay. And when I close this off, I'm not going to snap it all the way back in, but you can actually hear how that moves it across the turbine. Okay? Now here is what I want to show you. I want you to listen to this. I'm going to switch out the 36 millimeter hose. Okay? And I'm going to plop this back in. Okay? Listen to this. Big difference, isn't it? Okay, so that is why a 36 millimeter hose. Hot dog. I think that was it. Uh-oh. So hopefully, Big D is online right now, I believe, answering questions. He's back in Indianapolis. Thank you, Big D. I want to call you out. But Robert pulled a mini on me. Hey, Minnie, I know you're watching. We love you. Okay? But my God, look at this. Look at this. Oh, look who's in Lebanon. That's awesome. Brent, you're there, brother. How you doing? We have Big D. We have Minnie. We have Sparky. We have Bozeman, Montana. We have Springfield, Virginia. How you doing, Mark? How you doing, Keith from Bozeman? We have Jefferson City, Missouri. I'm really careful saying these names today because Robert wrote them. Mr. Hatfield. Whitestone, New York, you're there, Dan. Mississauga, Ontario. Finland, how you doing, P3? Tomahawk, Wisconsin. John, how you doing? Paris, David, what? Paris, France? Woo! Thank you for tuning in. Columbus, Ohio. Emerald Isle, Thomas. Zionsville, Indiana. Marianne. I love you, Marianne. Okay, that's my wife. She tunes in. I can't believe you're awesome. Okay, Brazil. We have South Africa, Garon. We have Philadelphia, Stephen. Union, Maine, Adam, you're always there. Bangor, Maine, Brian. Woo! Special shout-outs to Ben Marshall. What's up, buddy? Adam Fuller, Sean Ambrosio. That's Chef Sean. Shannon. Oh, sorry, Shannon. Chef Shannon. Okay, DIY Woodworking Dan. We have Gail from Eden, New York. We have the UK, the John Ian. Ian's from East Yorkshire. I remember that. Russell, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We got Goo. Awesome. Hong Kong. Tom, how are you? So, everybody, thank you. I want to say thank you to all my new friends here. We met this morning. Everybody's rocking and rolling. Come down to Beaver Industrial Supply. What time is it? 11:20. In about 40 minutes. I'm getting better at my math, aren't I? And we're going to have food here. So John's got some great barbecue coming in. Come by. We got the whole family here. We have Shaper up here. We have Sauce Stop. So come on by. I want to thank everybody. And like I say every show, we love you. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next Friday in the training center in Lebanon. Woo! Thank you. And that's a wrap. Episode number 70.